China's financial development history. In 221 BC, Qin Shi Huang completed his heroic feat of unifying the six warring kingdoms at his age of 39. It's right in that year, he announced to implement the policy of the standardization of measurement, so as to normalize the economic order, and introduced the Ban Yuan coins, initially unified currency in Qin dynasty, which meant to unify the national currencies that have influenced China for 2,000 years. According to the book, Records of the Historian Ban Yuan, origin of Banliang coin. This heroic feat was recorded in textbooks and has been eulogized to this day. And the significance of this feat becomes familiar to everyone. Since the spring and autumn period, and the warring states period, the unification of the currency is conducive to strengthening financial power of the central government, and facilitating the collection of state taxes, and it can also prevent, in terms of financial power and financial resources, the remnants of the six kingdoms from With the shattering of Qin Shi Huang's desire for immortality, the Qin dynasty also went into decline after the vigorous reforms in all aspects. The Qin dynasty fell after only 2 generations of emperors. The newly established Western Han dynasty still used the Ban Yuan coins made by the Qin dynasty in the early days. After years of war, the newly unified country's national strength declined, the government allowed the private minting among people, the monetary system was more chaotic, so that there appears Jiaqian Han coins shaped like Elam Samara, weighing only 1 gram. Even the edge-cut Ban Yuan coins used in Qin dynasty LSO appeared among people, that is, some speculators cut a circle of Ban Yuan coin made in Qin dynasty with scissors. Every 7 to 8 Ban Yuan coins can be cut off to 1/2 tael bronze, and then use the off-cut bronze to cast a Ban Yuan coin. In this way, most of the bronze coins in the markets are broken old money, and the good bronze coins are collected or destroyed instead, which is also the first incident in China's financial history of bad money drives out good money. ICOUNTERFEIT currency keeps genuine money out of circulation. This led to a currency imbalance in the market, which caused chaos in the economy of that time, so much so that the rulers of the imperial palace received edge-trimmed Ban Yuan coins. Han Gao's Empress Lu is a female politician, with both civil and military strategy. After she found the problem, she actively advocated the reform of the currency system, and personally participated in the design of the coin. In order to prevent the edge trimming, he added the perimeter based on the round coin with square hole, and set 5 baht as the weight measurement unit. From then on, a Han Wuju, coins worth 5 baht in Han dynasty, was born. With the accession to the throne of Han Wudi, Emperor Wu of Han dynasty, the greatest ruler of the Han dynasty, he sent the generals Wei Qing and Hawking to carry out a vigorous border defense war, and after many years of conquest the country finally becomes stabilized. Emperor Wu of the Han dynasty, who was anxious to restore the economy, stipulated the shape of the 5-baht coin in the 5th year of Yuanzhen, in 118 BC, and the coin texted with characters, Wuju, 5 baht, was used from then on. This was a major turning point in the financial history of the Qin and Han dynasties, which has realized the centralization and unification of the central government's right of minting money. The Wuju, 5 baht, coins of the Western Han dynasty, weighing 5 baht, has a regular shape, a standard weight, well cast, moderate weight, meets the requirements of the ancient development situation of social economy and price level. Therefore, it has been minted in the Western Han dynasty, Eastern Han dynasty, Shu, Wei, Jin, Southern Qi, Yan, Chen, Northern Wei dynasty and Sui dynasty after Emperor Wu of the Han dynasty, which lasted as long as 739 years. And it is the longest and the most successful longevity, money of the largest number of minting and issuance in the history of our country. In the second year of Tashi of the Emperor Wu in the Han dynasty, 95 BC, the gold currency called Mahdi Jin, IHORSESHOE gold, of the Han dynasty also appeared. Mahdi Jin is a weighing currency, shaped like a horseshoe, and weighs equivalent to 1 kati in the Han dynasty, which is equivalent to the present half kati. But this is specially made for the sake of auspicious sign, and is mainly used for sacrifices instead of for trading. After an era of fierce competition and turmoil among the three kingdoms, the earliest pawn shop in China appeared during the Northern and Southern dynasties. At that time, the earliest pawn institution in China, named Saiku, pawn shops set up in temples, appeared in Buddhist monasteries. These Saikus, pawn shops set up in temples, are usually hosted by temples, providing collateral or storing valuable items for devotees. With the development of the economy, the pawnbroking industry gradually moved from temples to the private sector among people. It's not until the Ming and Qing dynasties that pawnshops began to appear in large numbers, and gradually formed a complete pawn industry system. These pawnshops mainly provide short-term loans, while charging a certain amount of interest to protect their operations and profits. They are the first private financial institutions in our financial history. When Emperor Wen of Sui dynasty once again ruled the world, his political and economic wisdom led to the development of various economies and finances such as the Sui dynasties monetary system, private financial institutions, commodity economy, and international trades, etc., which provides a solid materials, economic and financial foundation for the prosperous era of the next Tang dynasty. The Sui dynasty was the first country in the world to issue paper currency in the public domain, which was also the starting point of the modern Chinese monetary system. These measures has greatly promoted the development of commerce and trade, facilitating transactions and the circulation of goods. The government of Sui dynasty immediately implemented the system of scrapping bronze and iron coins, which unified the categories of currencies in the markets. However, the use of silk as a monetary unit of measurement, although convenient for international trade and long-distance transportation, was difficult for small and medium-sized merchants to accept, and also laid a hidden danger for the downfall of the Sui dynasty. However, this did not affect the rapid development of private financial institutions in the Sui dynasty, during which China had extensive trade relationships with Southeast Asia, Central Asia, West Asia, and Europe. Through land and sea trade, Chinese goods such as silk, porcelain, and ironware were sold to various regions of the world. Meanwhile, foreign goods also entered China, enriching China's commodity variety and culture. The large amount of trade allowed financial institutions such as private banks and pawnshops to prosper in business. They provided services such as money lending, exchange, and remittances, which provided important support for the commercial and economic development of the Sui dynasty. Pawnshops were a type of mortgage lending institution in the Sui dynasty, mainly providing mortgage loans and pawnbroking services, providing an important source of funds for businesses and individuals in the Sui dynasty. The prosperous era of the Tang dynasty holds an important position in Chinese history and has always been full of various legends. The envoys worshipping from all over the world, the opulent palaces, the bustling neighborhoods, warships accommodating powerful soldiers, and the diverse arts of this dynasty. Lines implied a developed financial industry that could provide a strong economic foundation for social prosperity. The financial institutions of the Tang dynasty mainly consisted of Guifang and Jikuba Fang, an institution specializing in the deposit, borrowing and lending of coins and valuables. Juku, in Southern Dynasty, shops that collected interest on mortgage loans, later became the predecessor of pawnshops. Guifang was an early type of financial institution that mainly engaged in deposit and loan business, as well as providing services of currency exchange. However, a Juku, on the other hand, is an institution that provides mortgage loans, similar to modern pawn shops. The emergence of these financial institutions provided great convenience for economic activities at that time. Secondly, the credit instruments of the Tang dynasty were also developed. In the Tang dynasty, credit lending mainly included two forms: private operation and government operation. Private operators mainly offer short-term credit instruments such as bianhuan, convenient exchange, and fei qian, flying money. The government-run Gongxie Ben Qian, public capital, is a long-term credit tool, similar to modern government bonds. It originated in the Sui dynasty and flourished in the Tang dynasty. It continued to expand during the Tang dynasty, with diversified sources of capital and increasingly widespread use of interest, becoming a type of official ruling usury. The emergence of these credit tools provided more flexible financing methods for commercial activities at that time. At the same time, the monetary system of the Tang dynasty was relatively perfect. The monetary economy became one of the main forms of the economy at that time. During the Northern Song dynasty, Sichuan was known for its outstanding people and glorious place with rich resources. In Chengdu, known as the Land of Abundance, its abundant silk and brocade were sold to every places. The streets were lined with shops, pedestrians were crowded with people walking by, the iron coins in the warehouses were piled up like mountains. Even the long-held string of coins had rotted away. From 996 and onwards, paper M1A began to be used in Sichuan, similar to the jiuzi. The first paper currency, which was first issued in Sichuan province, jiuzi also refers to a currency issued by the Jiuzi Bureau in the Southern Song dynasty with special funds allocated by the government of modern bills of exchange, and the hizi, a paper bill, used for payment. As the earliest surviving paper currency, jiuzi made large amount transactions convenient and feasible in the Northern Song dynasty. The Song dynasty was at the forefront of the world in terms of financial innovation. The Kaiyuan, old-style Chinese private bank, of the Song dynasty was already similar to a modern bank, which could settle bills in different places. The Song dynasty also appears China's earliest government-run trust institutions, Jianjiaku, responsible for safekeeping properties of orphans, managing loans and collecting interest as expenses for raising orphans, etc. It developed government ruling credit institutions, Shiyu and Dangshao Shiyu and Dd. Ansu using currency and calling people to borrow money and other things, and setting up promotion officials through reform. The main functions of these institutions were the safekeeping of inherent property, verification and registration of assets, etc., and later the functions of lending money and collecting interest upon loans were added. These government-run lending institutions, which have the nature of usury, lend money on the guarantee of the state's reputation and are used to regulate private interests. The emergence of these institutions contributed to the prosperity of commerce. At the same time, private lending activities in the Song dynasty were also relatively active. Government-run lending and private lending bring out the best in each other and complement each other, forming a nationwide lending network. The formation of this network has played an important role in maintaining social stability and upkeeping agricultural development. The Song dynasty, which had a prosperous economy but insufficient military strength, became the prey of its surrounding strong neighbors. Before it could perfect its financial system, it ushered in the downfall of the dynasty. But he laid the foundation for the later development of the financial industry. The invincible Mongol armies established a powerful empire named Yuan, but they were incapable of managing economy and finance. The Yuan dynasty founded the first bank of paper currency in the world. Jiuzi Bureau issued the paper currency named Wanbao Chao, a widely circulated banknote in Yuan dynasty, which was a shocking financial innovation at that time. Through the Jiuzi Bureau, the Yuan dynasty realized the unification of currency and the wide circulation of paper currency. In addition, the Yuan dynasty also established the Quanfu, which was responsible for the management of fiscal and finance. These policies promoted the prosperity of business and the circulation of money, providing more business opportunities and convenience for merchants. It was by taking advantage of this good opportunity that S. Hen Wan-san, name of a businessman, the business tycoon at the end of the Yuan dynasty and the beginning of the Ming dynasty, vigorously carried out business activities, and finally became extremely wealthy to rival his country. However, the Mongol armies fought for years, and the lavish and corrupt ruling class squandered wantonly, and the Yuan dynasty soon squandered the financial reserves and savings of its previous dynasties, and at the end of its reign, the economy withered, paper money inflation was serious, and there was a serious financial crisis. The financial industry during the Ming and Qing dynasties had a more significant development compared with the previous dynasties, and silver gradually became the main currency. In the hundreds of years before the Opium War, China had a distinct advantage in international trade, as the Iron Triangle of China's exports, Chinese tea, porcelain, and silk are unimpeded throughout the world. Mount Guiyang Fujian has become a holy place for tea merchants from all over the world to worship. Floss silk produced and woven in the middle and lower reaches of the Yangtze River became famous, and the whole Europe with the fleet of ships sailing to the west. The porcelains from Jingdefan were transported across the sea through the excellent and convenient ports of Guangzhou and Quanzhou. They were sent to the splendid castles of European royal families and nobles. The huge trade surplus has enabled China to obtain a huge amount of silver, which led to the implementation of a private silver standard currency system based on the fact that China, which basically does not produce silver. At the same time, China's own silver mining also obtained further development, providing important support for the economic development and silver standard monetary system of the Ming dynasty. However, due to a shortage of bronze coins, the Ming dynasty still set up the Baoqiaosu to be responsible for issuing paper currency. Silver, a monetary metal that had appeared in the Han Dynasty of China, did not officially become a national standard currency until the issuance of the regulations on the value of the currency, in the second year of XUNTNGTHE adoption of the silver standard system. But just 25 years later, in 1935, the nationalist government implemented so-called currency reform, and the silver standard system was abolished. During the Qing dynasty, financial institutions were further developed. The Qing dynasty established the Hubu Bank, which was the first national bank in China. In addition, the Qing dynasties, Qainzhuang, private bank, and Piaohao, draft bank, developed rapidly, and the famous Piaohao, named Raishengshang, had branch offices throughout the country. Raishengshang Draft Bank is the first private financial institution in China to specialize in deposit, lending, and exchange services, and it is also an important milestone in the history of China's financial development. Its business operational model, employment system, and management philosophy still have enlightening significance for the modern financial industry. These institutions mainly serve commercial and handicraft industries, and engage in currency exchange, deposit, loan and other businesses. The emergence of these financial institutions facilitated the commercial activities at that time and further promoted the economic development of the Ming and Qing dynasties. With time going on, China's financial industry has gradually developed and grown up. In modern times, banks, securities companies, insurance companies and other modern financial institutions appeared in China. However, due to the invasion of foreign powers and civil wars, and other historical reasons, the development of China's financial industry was once seriously hindered. China's first national capital bank, the Imperial Bank of China, was not established in Shanghai until 1897. The Imperial Bank of China, abbreviated as the Imperial Bank, was established in Shanghai in April 26, the 23rd year of the Guangxu reign, May 27, 1897. After Sheng Xuanhui, the Minister of National Railway Affairs, supervised the approval of the Qing court. It is the first indigenous bank run by Chinese people, also the earliest Chinese-funded bank founded in Shanghai. After China's liberation, the people's government took over the bureaucratic capital of the Imperial Bank as public shares, and transformed it into one of the public-private joint venture banks. In May 1951, the Imperial Bank became the first that combined with the four banks, Xinhua, Ximing, the National Industrial Bank of China, and Jianaito form a joint general management office in the financial industry. In December 1952, together with 59 other private banks, Qiange, Ang and trust companies in Shanghai, a unified public-private partnership bank was formed, becoming an integral part of the socialist financial industry. During the Republican period, China's securities market mainly provided services for the issuance and trading of government bonds. During the anti-Japanese war period, the national government moved Shanghai's stock exchange to Chongqing. After the victory of the anti-Japanese war, the Shanghai Stock Exchange was reset up. Futures trading in China began around 1930, when quite a lot of exchanges in China operated futures trading. After the Sino-Japanese War outbroke in full scale in 1937, all exchanges were forced to close down. It was not until 1949 the People's Government restored the futures market and got a new development. The wheel of history rolls forward. After the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949, China's financial industry flourished in continuous exploration and innovation. During the period of planned economy, China established a financial system with the main goal of supporting national economic construction. During this period, China has established a diversified financial system, including state-owned specialized banks such as the People's Bank of China, Bank of China, Bank of Communications and Agricultural Cooperative Bank, etc., as well as state-owned insurance companies such as the People's Insurance Company of China. In this period, the financial system took supporting national economic construction as its main goal, effectively supported various large-scale construction projects in New China. In 1978, China began the prelude to reform and opening up with comprehensive the development of the whole people's economy and the rapid progress of the national economy advanced by leaps and bounds. After the reform and opening up, the financial system has undergone historic changes: a modern financial organization system, financial market system, financial regulation and supervision system adapting to the socialist market economy with Chinese characteristics, has been established. At the same time, it has carried out a lot of innovation and development in the financial field, including the establishment of a modern banking system, with development of capital markets, and promotion of interest rate marketization. At present, China's financial industry has formed a variety of financial institutions, including banks, securities, insurance, trust, funds and other types of financial institutions, achieving diversification of financial institutions and providing diversified financial services for the real economy. China's banking industry has formed a financial giant, consisting of 6 large-scale state-owned joint stock banks, 12 national joint stock banks, and more than 800 urban commercial banks and rural financial cooperation institutions, with the central bank as the regulatory core. It undertakes a wide variety of banking business, and plays an important role in the long financial history river with of electronization, digitalization and intelligentization. In recent years, China's stock market, bond market, futures market and other financial markets have also undergone continuous development and improvement. In November 1984, Shanghai Falo Acoustics Co. Limited, the first publicly listed company in China, was established. The first securities company in China, Shenzhen Special Zone Securities Company, was established on September 27, 1987. On December 19, 1990, the opening ceremony of the Shanghai Stock Exchange was held in Shanghai. Zhu Rogge, the then mayor of Shanghai City, rang the first opening gong of the Shanghai Stock Exchange at the Pujing Hotel. On September 3, 2021, the Beijing Stock Exchange was registered and established, becoming the first corporate securities exchange in China. Since the establishment of the Shanghai Stock Exchange with only 8 stocks, China now has nearly 3,000 listed companies. The scale of the China's securities market has become the second largest market in the world, which not only provides a wide range of financing channels for Chinese enterprises, including initial public offering, IPO, additional issuances, allotment of shares, convertible bonds, and so on. It also provides investors with diversified investment choices, attracting investors and companies from all over the world to participate. China's financial market regulatory system has been continuously improved. These regulatory measures included strengthening market supervision, improving the information disclosure system, and cracking down on market manipulation to ensure fairness, impartiality, and transparency of the market, etc. At the same time, with the acceleration of the RMB's internationalization process, the degree of opening up of China's financial market is also increasing. With the continuous progress of science and technology, new technologies such as big data, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence have been widely used in the financial field, and scientific and technological innovation has promoted development of the financial industry and the intelligent and efficient financial services. With the rise of Internet finance, traditional financial institutions are accelerating the pace of digital transformation, improving service efficiency and risk management capabilities through technological innovation. In the fields of green finance and sustainable development, the Chinese government attaches great importance to green finance and sustainable development, and the financial industry will pay more attention to environmental protection and sustainable development. In future, provide more financial support for the green industry. At the same time, the regulatory authorities will also strengthen the supervision of financial technology to ensure the stability and security of the financial market. In the future, China will continue to promote the process of financial opening up and internationalization, relax restrictions on access to foreign investment, expand the opening of the capital market to the outside world, strengthen international cooperation in financial regulation, strengthen cooperation and exchanges with the international market, and enhance the international competitiveness of China's financial market. At the same time, the regulatory authorities will continue to strengthen supervision and risk prevention to ensure the stability and security of the financial market.